Sinag of 2024, and for all you know, it has been 3 years since we conducted the graduation rites with the parents, loved ones, and relatives of our graduating cadets here face to face, country and the Filipino people. To the graduating cadets, your faith in duty and reminisce the learnings and good memories. There is always inspiration here at PMA. I know this place is very special to all Cavaliers. That is why I am very proud and honored to once again open the gates of Port del Pilar for this momentous event for the future leaders of the AP and our country. To the families and loved ones of the graduating cadets, congratulations to all of you. Thank you for entrusting your sons and daughters to us. And for them, in joining the military profession, we hope that Team PMA has made all of you proud. To end, allow me to share this quote from a famous actor, Tom Hanks. And I quote, "The future is always uncertain, but we who celebrate what you have done, who celebrate all of your achievements, we are certain of one thing on this day: you will not let us down." Unquote. Again, a warm PMA welcome to each and everyone in this graduation ceremony and 117th commencement exercise for the PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. A good PMA morning to everyone.
We shall now witness the presentation of the graduates by the Dean of Academics, Colonel Jose de Mar Poli, General Staff Corps, Corps of Professors.
Sir, I have the honor to present to you 214 strong graduating members of PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. They have satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the course of study in the Philippine Military Academy. I therefore recommend that they be conferred the degree of Bachelor of Science in National Security Management, sir.
For having satisfactorily completed all the requirements of the course of study in the Philippine Military Academy, and upon the recommendation of the Academic Board, the PMA Superintendent will now declare the members of PMA Class 2022 graduates and confer upon them the Bachelor of Science degree in National Security Management.
By the authority vested in me as the Superintendent of PMA, I hereby declare you that 214 strong members of BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022 graduates and confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science, Major in National Security Management, effective this date. Congratulations to all of you.
We shall now witness the distribution of diplomas and presentation of awards. The President of the Philippines and the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, will present the diplomas and the awards. The PMA Superintendent Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. Cartujano, Philippine Air Force, the Secretary of National Defense, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, the Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Andres Centino, Philippine Army, Senator Christopher Lawrence Bongo, the Commandant of Cadets, Brigadier General Julius A. Tumines, Philippine Army, and the Dean of Academics, Colonel Jose de Mar A. Poli, General Staff Corps, Corps of Professors, will assist the President. We will now call on the graduating class according to the military precedence list. The military precedence list is determined by their overall performance in all the academic and tactics courses during their stay in the academy.
Cadet First Class, Chrislen Ivany Galve Quemado, Coronadal City. For graduating number 1 in the military precedence list of Class 2022, the Presidential Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Chrislen Ivany Galve Quemado. The Saber is presented by President Rodrigo Roa Duterte. For being the number 1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Navy Saber is awarded to Cadet Quemado. The Saber is presented by Vice Admiral Luis Bordado, Philippine Navy, Flag Officer in Command, Philippine Navy. Cadet First Class Quemado is also awarded the academic distinction of cum laude for obtaining an academic cumulative grade point average of 8.5, minimum course grade of 8.0, and belonging to the upper 25% of the class. Cadet First Class Quemado will receive a medal for academic excellence to be given by the President. The President shall also award Cadet First Class Quemado a certificate of ownership of house and lot unit at Lesandra by Vistaland for being the top cadet of BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. She was also given the following awards: Academic Group Award, Department of Humanities Plaque, Department of Management Plaque, Department of Social Sciences Plaque, Department of Leadership Plaque, Navy Professional Courses Plaque, Joint U.S. Military Assistant Group JUSMAG Award, Association of Generals and Flag Officer AGFO Award, Spanish Armed Forces Award, and Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award.
Cadet First Class Kevin John Olat Pastrana, Baguio City. For graduating number 2 in the military precedence list of Class 2022, the Vice Presidential Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Kevin John Olat Pastrana. The Saber is presented by Vice President Maria Leonor Herona Robredo. She is represented by Undersecretary Philip Francisco D., Chief of Staff of the Office of the Vice President. For being the number 1 graduating cadet joining the Philippine Air Force, the Philippine Air Force Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Pastrana. The award is presented by Lieutenant General Connor Anthony Canlas, Commanding General, Philippine Air Force. Cadet First Class Pastrana is also the recipient of the following: Department of Information Technology Plaque, Air Force Professional Courses Plaque, and Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award.
Cadet First Class Ayan Joseph Velasco Bragantia, Pototan, Iloilo. For graduating number 3 in the military precedence list of Class 2022, the Secretary of National Defense Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Bragantia. Cadet First Class Bragantia. The award is presented by Lieutenant General Romeo Browner Jr., Philippine Army, Commanding General, Philippine Army. Cadet First Class Bragantia is awarded the Distinguished Cadet Award, Starman, and is also the recipient of the Department of Mathematics Plaque, Department of Natural Sciences Plaque, Department of National Security Studies Plaque, Army Professional Courses Plaque, General Antonio Luno Award, and Australian Defense Best Overall Performance Award.
Cadet First Class Faith Hugo Toriano, Nabua, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class Faith Hugo Toriano is awarded the academic distinction of cum laude for obtaining an academic cumulative grade point average of 8.5 and minimum course grade of 8.0 and belonging to the upper 25% of the class. And Cadet First Class Toriano will receive a medal for academic excellence to be given by the President. Cadet First Class Yoni Sandria Marie Mirang Chu, Davao City. Cadet First Class Jake Anthony Igaran Musquera, Pigcawayan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Jake Anthony Igaran Musquera is awarded the academic distinction of Magna Cum Laude for obtaining an academic cumulative grade point average of 8.9 and minimum course grade of 8.25 and belonging to the upper 10% of the class. Cadet First Class Musquera will receive a medal for academic excellence to be given by the President. Cadet First Class Musquera is also the recipient of the Tactics Group Award. Cadet First Class Jesse Mar Lopez Frias, Antipolo City. Cadet First Class Elvin John Ladaran Oyoa, Butuan City. Cadet First Class Nerfa Alani Minong, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Crisil Jane Rico, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class John Paulo Dagyo Pagulayan, Gataran, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Lady Australia Moralda Alima, Barobos, Surigao del Sur. Cadet First Class Michael Roy Sardan Rivera, Tungawan, Zamboanga, Sibugay.
Cadet First Class Remeline Briones Lopez, San Jose del Monte City. Cadet First Class Junric Vico Gadores, Basay, Samar. Cadet First Class Tristan Compas Chumacog, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Christopher Erasmus Laron Fredeluces, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Princess Joy Ramos Mamaradlo, Hirona, Tarlac. Cadet First Class Joshua Cabanes Cabalar, Gimba, Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class Eddie Hart Bandillo Andalok, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Braille Bahaw Abian, Butuan City. Cadet First Class Daniel Bayanay Hizon, Dasmariñas, Cavite. Cadet First Class Joel Daro Pogoy, Talibon, Bohol. Cadet First Class Line Howell Salamante Peroy, General Santos City. Cadet First Class Noreen Layage Rodillas, Dagupan City. Cadet First Class Maria Georgina Alexandria Nicole Tuanquin Serot, Midsayap, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Joseph Dennis Tampus Adlawan II, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class Drexler J. Dreliusio Ragpala, Bacnotan, La Union. Cadet First Class John Albert Dolyesin de Terala, Sorsogon City.
Cadet First Class Zarina Henry Pederiche Estuesta, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Vince John Philip Saraino Cabagnot, Tagbilaran City. For being number 1 in athletic-related activities, intramurals, and sports participation among male cadets, the Athletic Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Vince John Philip Saraino Cabagnot. The award is presented by Mayor Benjamin B. Magalong, Mayor, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Jen Kim Daniel Tenedero Danganan, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Mark Joseph Andaya Tafalia, Maragondon, Cavite. Cadet First Class Merinol Rhea Ayona Cuis, Tanudan, Kalinga. She was also the recipient of the Aguinaldo Saber and Department of Tactical Officers plaque. Cadet First Class J. Person Panem Centorias, Bacoor City. Cadet First Class Nico Ali Ochavo Cáceres, Naga City. He was also the recipient of the Sports and Physical Development plaque. Cadet First Class Juvaina Salazar Hazan, Labangan, Zamboanga del Sur.
Cadet First Class Elaine Marie Nilles Paasa, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Paasa is awarded the Distinguished Cadet Award, Starman. Cadet First Class Dirk Kairil Abastilla Davalan, Baguio City. For being the regimental commander of the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Chief of Staff Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class Dirk Kairil Abastilla Davalan. The award is presented by General Andres C. Centino, Philippine Army, the Chief of Staff Armed Forces of the Philippines. Cadet First Class Jason Hermedia Abayari, Tarlac City. Cadet First Class Maria Fe Belen Batalier, Bacacay, Albay. Cadet First Class, Methos Sheila Bauanan Templa, Mati City. Cadet First Class, Wilfredo Orbita Balando Jr., Katubig, Northern Samar. Cadet First Class, Maria Leonora Teresa Ragandan Galdones, Santo Tomas, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Bart Apollo Surabia Monton, Abuyog, Leyte. Cadet First Class, Adriano Abogado Ortiz, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Janela Rose de la Rosa Espejo, Tarlac City. Cadet First Class Espejo is awarded the Distinguished Cadet Award, Starman.
Cadet First Class, Bon Gregory de la Cruz Acosta, Alaminos City. Cadet First Class, Catherine Viñas Talosig, Tuguegarao City. For being number 1 graduating cadet in athletic-related activities, intramurals, and sports participation among female cadets, the Athletic Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class, Catherine Viñas Talosig. The award is presented by Mayor Benjamin Magalong of Baguio City. Cadet First Class, GD Senal Rala, San Dionisio, Iloilo. Cadet First Class, Dawson Solomon Adasi, Lamut, Ifugao. Cadet First Class, Carl Lazarte Catalan, Dumaguete City. Cadet First Class, Precious Ann Marcelo Vergara, Valenzuela City. For being the Honor Committee Chairman, the Superintendent's Saber is awarded to Cadet First Class, Precious Ann Marcelo Vergara. The award is presented by Lieutenant General Ferdinand Cartujano, Philippine Air Force, Superintendent of the Philippine Military Academy. Cadet First Class, Ralph Anthony Perez Guille, Calasiao, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class, Mark Luis Permejo Mendoza, Silang, Cavite. Cadet First Class, Johannes Paulo Ezra Batillan Cañoneo, Dipolog City. Cadet First Class, Romel John Cabab Labagis, Santa Ana, Cagayan. Cadet First Class, Gian Roy Elarco Bartolata, Tayabas City.
Cadet First Class, Angel Grace Palabrica, San Enrique, Iloilo. Cadet First Class, Stephanie Rosario Rebellion, OAS Albay. Cadet First Class, Ilana Thiris Samonte Eliazar, Taguig City. Cadet First Class, Datu Naresh Ahmad Karon, Lebak, Sultan Kudarat. Cadet First Class Edgardo Recinto Castillo Jr., Chaong, Quezon. Cadet First Class Joshua Emmanuel Migrino Bonto, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Ferjun Adores Villaruz, Talisay City. Cadet First Class Grace Angela Luciano Pocyoy, La Trinidad, Benguet. Cadet First Class Masep Labandria Nuneza, Tagbilaran City. Cadet First Class Chris Justin Alaba Gironelia, Suyo, Ilocos Sur. Cadet First Class Iris K. Serrano Santa Ana, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Sonia Nilea Floresca Domingo, Los Baños, Laguna. Cadet First Class Rex Sagaino Fernandez, Libungan, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Mariel Bless Elig Bagtang, Tabuk City. Cadet First Class Alfredo Hatico Penales, Davao City.
Cadet First Class Chaimi Grace Katan Gagara, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Ian Van Gutan Gamad, Igig, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Ian Van Gutan Gamad is a recipient of the Journalism Award. Cadet First Class James Joshua Castro Borja, Ramon Magsaysay, Zamboanga del Sur. Cadet First Class Rick Francis Byron Fami, Olongapo City. Cadet First Class Royce Luis Gumtang Camigla, Caloocan City. Cadet First Class Morris Alexis Luna Ibanez, Tubogon, Cebu. Cadet First Class Gino Bill Ongcinco Balsamo, Sablayan, Occidental Mindoro. Cadet First Class Joshua Clement Fae Dakawe, Buntok, Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Cristom Sumatra Labitad, Kulambugan, Lanao del Norte. Cadet First Class Cushela May Estrada Braceros, Manawag, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Neil Nico Noel Tadura Nunez, Ligao City. Cadet First Class Emerson Lusong Saavedra, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Kim Nuevo Burgos, Tabaco City. Cadet First Class Marnil Van Mandi Umamalin, Sindangan, Zamboanga del Norte. Cadet First Class, Charles Anton Soto Acedera, Calapan City.
Cadet First Class, Iza Leona Salazar Takad, Tumawini, Isabela. Cadet First Class, Norhaida Muto Payao, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class, Kenneth Sambile Aguilar, Bamban, Tarlac. Cadet First Class, Dean Emil de la Cruz Diego, Cabanatuan City. Cadet First Class, Benjamin Luis Pajarito, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class, John Vincent Fulgar Meneses, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Ralph Allen Aguilar Rivera, Cabanatuan City. Cadet First Class, Ronan Kyle Saraza Santualia, San Jose de Buenavista, Antique. Cadet First Class, Josemar Alfredo Tamiray, Atok, Benguet. Cadet First Class, Bea Isabel Paragas Diroy, Olongapo City. Cadet First Class, Kervin Owed Katigbak Dizon, Pasay City. Cadet First Class, Riza Paula Padasas Hoveliano, Sariaya, Quezon. Cadet First Class, Earl Mars Antes Talisay, Makati City. Cadet First Class, Gerard Jasper Valencia Salazar, Lipa City. Cadet First Class, Jason Taban Amporias, Parang, Maguindanao.
Cadet First Class, Joe Briggs Panlaan Prado, San Carlos City. Cadet First Class, Earl Andre Posas Misolas, San Fernando, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class, Jean Paulo Bayani Lescano, Mataas na Kahoy, Batangas. Cadet First Class, Mariel Kiana Rosales Fuentes, General Santos City. Cadet First Class, Jonald Cabinge Virgo, Victoria, Northern Samar. Cadet First Class, Mark Nicholas Nava Swimith, Makati City. Cadet First Class, Mark Angelo Lingan Delda, San Julian, Eastern Samar. Cadet First Class, Kent Melvin Vertudes Anota, Tanawan, Leyte. Cadet First Class Nigel Adang Bastian, Bauco Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Jason Piscal Palomeno, Santo Tomas City. Cadet First Class Jerken Albiso Campomanes, Ipil, Zamboanga, Sibugay. Cadet First Class Marjon Floranza Proliamante, Ligao City. Cadet First Class Victor Juan Divina Salvador, San Mateo, Rizal. Cadet First Class Alfonso Gabriel Resile Velasquez, Calapan City.
Cadet First Class Von Godwin Corvera Hequinto, Lapu-Lapu City. Cadet First Class Julius Cali Colangan Fanusan, Bontoc Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Daniel Shane Lavapi Musa, Buhi, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class John Vincent Mendoza Manalo, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Norvin Valencia Pablo, Tacurong City. Cadet First Class Aizon Tubongan Habagat, President Rojas, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class Omar Nabua Pawa, Siocon, Zamboanga del Norte. Cadet First Class Adriano Mendoza Perez III, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Ronaldo Silva Macalintal, Bacoor City. Cadet First Class John Patrick Valdez Novero, Naik, Cavite. Cadet First Class George Hill de los Santos Calahati, Daet, Camarines Norte. Cadet First Class Christian Calvin Lumibaw Ibanez, Tarlac City. Cadet First Class Eric John Biboso Intoy, Dingle, Iloilo. Cadet First Class Benjamin Diza Sagid, Santa Ana, Cagayan. Cadet First Class Christian Anosan Bisquera, La Trinidad, Benguet.
Cadet First Class Jeremy Daog Parek, Sultan Naga Dimaporo, Lanao del Norte. Cadet First Class Anferny Rojas Yamuta, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Luis Daniel Nieto, San Jose City. Cadet First Class Christian Paul Soperada Alvarez, Iligan City. Cadet First Class Kyle Arden Pabataw Cofino, Dipolog City. Cadet First Class Renmil John Bersabe Trompeta, Nabua, Camarines Sur. Cadet First Class Isabelo Luna Mapalad, San Jose, Batangas. Cadet First Class Marco Ray Cabañas Lunhas, Lumbia, Cagayan de Oro. Cadet First Class Justin Maynard Rodriguez, Valenzuela City. Cadet First Class Keith Glenjoy Dapulang Tuya, Coronadal City. Cadet First Class Angela Isabel Tugadi Velasco, Las Piñas City. Cadet First Class Francis Ian Bagas Galion, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Rod Jake Jaca Martinez, Davao City. Cadet First Class Justine Reni Yu Duco, Moncada Tarlac. Cadet First Class Cristal Rosario Cancillar, Binmalay, Pangasinan.
Cadet First Class Mark Lucas Briz Agutaya, Calamba City. Cadet First Class Jaime Sarol Bernardo Rizal, Kalinga. Cadet First Class John Romuald Lianes Corpus, Kawayan, Ilocos Sur. Cadet First Class Angela Carla Bayaca Alanas, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Angelica Liwanag Villalon, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Wilson Harold Javier Cabreros, Alicia Isabela. Cadet First Class Edli Lineo Ravelo Manegdeg, Pagudpud, Ilocos Norte. Cadet First Class Miko Theodel Viado Vicente, Davao City. Cadet First Class Al Samuel Igual Tumanda, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Rodolfo Miguel Servita Quinto, Parañaque City. Cadet First Class Kent Lemuel Olano Cultura, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Jerome Adlawan Baradillo, Butuan City. Cadet First Class Daniel Deo Avancenia Raqueño, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Nilvon Romero Acosta, Ilagan City. Cadet First Class Nicolay Shen Tabakin Andaya, Mariveles, Bataan.
Cadet First Class Rostel Vince Marian Gestoveo Recla, Digos City. Cadet First Class John Mark Soria Besinal, Tabaco City. Cadet First Class Earl Jade Macario Pacoy, Bago City. Cadet First Class Clement James Flauta Guardiana, Midsayap, North Cotabato. Cadet First Class John Paul Silao Tibon, Pasay City. Cadet First Class Vernie Sanidad Paca, Bayambang, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Kim Nidwasa Corios, Agoo, La Union. Cadet First Class Nickel Dihamco Termil, Calamba City. Cadet First Class Justin Pearl Ignacio Balmater, Talavera Nueva Ecija. Cadet First Class Christian Carangyan Castañeda, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Janine Eliza Espanyol Camba, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Andrew Alan Rosel Iral, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Bernard Paul Costo Serrano, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Jeter Balsamo Dakayanan, Sablayan, Occidental Mindoro. Cadet First Class Elron Joseph Reynoso Para, Lipa City.
Cadet First Class Naveen Reycente Raquipo, Bagak, Bataan. Cadet First Class Mark Dominic Salonga Gumiran, Taguig City. Cadet First Class Irvin Keith Lagat Calopez, Manolo Fortich, Bukidnon. Cadet First Class Sir Melcon Lancelot Saluta Lapina, Digos City. Cadet First Class Jeffrey Gonzalez Manzano, Catanawan, Quezon. Cadet First Class Roy Irvin Rojas Conturno, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Ralph Gabriel Perocho Baltazar, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Bryson Riñon Zantua, Baguio City. Cadet First Class Ivan Ren Orpresio Ramirez, Talibon, Bohol. Cadet First Class John Michael Sarmiento de Vera, Cabanatuan City. Cadet First Class Cesar John Geca Alvarez, Zamboanga City. Cadet First Class Ray Anthony Que Escobar, Tuguegarao City. Cadet First Class J. Alma Guerrero, Daet, Camarines Norte. Cadet First Class Jailer James Lerpido Santos, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Kits Traspaderme Anasario, Tigbawan, Iloilo.
Cadet First Class Andrew Vince Henry Antonio Maribay, Villaverde, Nueva Vizcaya. Cadet First Class Henry Joseph Casinlao Uiking, Mekawayan City. Cadet First Class Irvin Ronald Bernabe Maderazo, Quezon City. Cadet First Class John Ray Medina Catapal, Pastrana, Leyte. Cadet First Class Jules Alexis Lacuna Galendez, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Maximino Carisma Almuete, Pulumulok, South Cotabato. Cadet First Class Jude Josuel Claveria Vergara, Batangas City. Cadet First Class Jericho Basilio Flores, San Quintin, Pangasinan. Cadet First Class Kim Polter Shakor Belguera, Coronadal City. Cadet First Class Chadbert Pedro Liwayan, Aguinaldo, Ifugao. Cadet First Class Gift Gabriel Soberano Abadinas, Cebu City. Cadet First Class Marcos Ayman Trias Bibat, Calamba City. Cadet First Class James Charlemagne Rahal Reyes, Abuyog, Leyte. Cadet First Class Joseph Anthony Ramos David, Capas, Tarlac. Cadet First Class John Leonard Sornoza Silva, Lipa City.
Cadet First Class Alejandro Bardon Sugarol, Cagayan de Oro City. Cadet First Class Jose Marie Pimentel Hernandez, Baler, Aurora. Cadet First Class John Lloyd Lauron Calang, Bayugan City. Cadet First Class Joshua Geran Esquilio Fabellar, Quezon City. Cadet First Class Joshua Manuel de la Mar Magpantay, San Pablo City. Cadet First Class Steve Denzel Pinasen Kalimlim, Calasiao, Pangasinan. And Cadet First Class Romulo Balabag Dawilan III, Sagada Mountain Province. Cadet First Class Dawilan III shall also receive a certificate of 1 unit of Rock Island Armory Caliber 45 pistol from President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Please be seated. We will now hear the valedictory address of Cadet First Class Crislin Ivany G. Quemado, Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines.
Our President and Commander-in-Chief, His Excellency Rodrigo Roa Duterte, sir. Secretary Delphine N. Lorenzana, sir. The Chief of Staff of AFP, General Andres C. Centino, Philippine Army, sir. Our Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. Cartojano, Philippine Air Force. Other government officials, major service commanders, distinguished guests, Team PMA, our beloved parents, our families, my fellow graduates, the PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022, the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, and to the Filipino people, a pleasant morning. On 01 June 2018, our class was given the first direct order to get out of this academy through graduation. It was said as a sort of a challenge for us, but meant little then, as we were focused on the series of intense physical activities that were about to happen on this very same field, and all that lies ahead of us in this path we have chosen. This order took us 4 years, some even longer, to comply. But today, we proudly stand tall, having withstood all challenges, stress, and pressures of cadetship. We walk into the hallowed grounds of PMA, bringing only with us youthful stories and dreams. Some of us were following our dreams to be men in uniform, to be able to serve our country someday. Some of us saw our free college education as our ticket to a better life. Others were here because their families and peers influenced them to take on the challenge. As for me, it was empathy that lit passion in me to lead a life of military service. At a very tender age, I saw reality when I visited one of the camps in Mindanao where my father used to be assigned. It was there that I saw the adversities of life, the modest life of the nearby communities, and the plight of the lowly soldiers who gave up the simple comforts of life. I knew I wanted to serve our people in whatever capacity I could, and simultaneously, I felt I was one with the soldiers. I felt agony of both sides wanting to have a better life. Somehow, I thought I had the best opportunity, that I could maximize my potential and utilize my capabilities for a more significant cause. Many people think that I grew up in a sheltered, privileged life as a military officer's daughter. While I recognize my own privileges, people do not see the other side of the coin, where I carry the burden of proving myself that I can create my own identity through my own efforts and determination, and that I too have visions to help those around me. Turning the tables around, I took this as an inspiration that fueled my spirit to exemplify proficiency in all my endeavors. I had high hopes that one day, I too could bring honor to my father as the first child of a cavalier to graduate #1, not standing behind his shadow, but following his light to a path of noble service. Today, I made that happen, but not without shedding blood or tears. During my plebhood days, I was focused only on daily survival, enduring sleepless nights, the seemingly never-ending mase-mase, the impossible compliances, and the dreadful memorizations. Every single day, the weight of my responsibilities came to my senses. The longer I spent my days inside the walls of the academy, the more vivid the picture of the camp I visited in Mindanao became. The growing consciousness in me made me all more determined to finish my studies. Today, as I stand before you, I realize that each of us is destined for a life of service and duty, whatever our status in life. Regardless of our reasons for entering the military profession, we have more enormous responsibilities than ourselves. These we must fully embrace as we find our respective places outside the academy's portals. Indeed, we owe our success today to ourselves and to those who help us along the way. Allow me then to express to our most profound gratitude to them. To our families who stood with us, they bore the same degree of sacrifice as ours. Let me take this time to thank my parents, Dr. Lovely G. Quemado, Dean of College Arts and Sciences from Notre Dame of Marbella University, and Colonel Nicolas J. Quemado Jr., Philippine Army. May I request all proud and supportive parents of the 214 graduates to please rise to be equally recognized. To allow us, your children, to venture into a profession, nor for the fainted heart is selfless. You have lived every single day for the past 4 years, thinking of the day you will hold us in your arms again. You are our unsung heroes with whom we deeply share our success. Maraming salamat po. We also thank our siblings for being with us on this journey and for looking after our parents while we are in the academy. May I especially thank my siblings, Krishna, Kim, and Kyle, for their countless support and for constantly providing me comfort when the journey seemed to get tougher. Our relatives and friends, for being our source of strength and motivation, for encouraging us to finish the race we have started. Thank you to our mentors, our tactical officers, and our instructors. Much of us what we have become, we owe in part to you. Thank you for teaching us important things we need to arm ourselves with, for shedding light when we were confused, for lighting our path when we seemed lost, and for telling us to strive to be better persons. Thank you to our squad leaders, our upper class and underclass buddies, our squad mates, our ladies and our lords, our man and woman, and especially to our Mista, for sharing the most precious memories and experiences here at the Academy, for the camaraderie and friendship that fueled our spirit to endure all the challenges and obstacles. Together, we did all of this. And to the Philippine Military Academy, thank you for the lessons and values you have instilled in us. Your teachings are rare and unique, and we could have not acquired them anywhere but on your noble grounds. Above all, thank you to our Almighty God for His eternal blessings. we give back all the glory and honor to you. To my Mista, as we continue our stories outside the academy, may the next chapters of our lives be filled with true meaning of courage, integrity, and loyalty. May we continue to unravel our greater potentials, soar to greater heights, and keep the BAGSIK DIWA spirit burning in our hearts. Our nation has been facing various challenges and difficulties. Now is our time to offer our contributions. As we are commissioned into the Armed Forces of the Philippines, may each and every one of us never get tired of working on our own small ways for the betterment of our people and our country. In the face of any coming adversities, I hope we will not fail to rise to the occasion and be the selfless men and women of service we ought to be. I send the same message to our fellow youth. You too have big roles to play. May you find the core foundation of your purpose in life. If you have found it, hold on to it. Dream high, fight for it. Be determined and strong to overcome the challenges. Your dreams and aspirations for our country are as important as ours. We and the rest of your armed forces of the Philippines cannot do this alone. What we can do is nothing compared to what we can do together. Maraming salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
The Secretary of the Department of National Defense, Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, will now declare the commission of the 214 members of the PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022.
Pursuant to Section 31 of the National Defense Act as amended, you are hereby commissioned as probationary second lieutenants or ensigns in the regular force armed forces of the Philippines. Congratulations.
We shall now witness the oath-taking of our newly commissioned officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. The Chief of Staff, Armed Forces of the Philippines, General Andres Centino, Philippine Army, will administer the oath.
Sa mga nagsipagtapos, mangyaring itaas ang kanang kamay at sumunod sa aking bibigkasin. Ako si, sabihin ang inyong pangalan, nang sabihin ang inyong tirahan, na itinalaga sa katungkulan bilang sabihin ang inyong katungkulan, ay taimtim na nanunumpa, natuto pa rin kong buong husay at katapatan sa abot ng aking kakayahan ang mga tungkulin ng aking kasalukuyang katungkulan at na iba pang pagkaraan nito'y gagampanan ko sa ilalim ng Republika ng Pilipinas na aking itataguyod at ipagtatanggol ang saligang batas ng Republika ng Pilipinas na ako'y tunay na mananalig at tatalima rito. Nasusundin ko ang mga batas, mga utos na ayon sa batas, at mga dekreto na pinaiiral, at na mga sadyang tinakdang may kapangyarihan ng Republika ng Pilipinas. At kusa kong babalikatin ang mga panagutang ito na walang anumang pasubali o hangaring umiwas. Kasiyahan nawa ako ng Diyos. Binabati ko kayong lahat.
After having been declared graduates of the Philippine Military Academy, the members of PMA class of 2022 are now alumni of this revered institution. They shall now take their oath of membership to the PMA Alumni Association Incorporated. To administer the oath is the Chairman of PMAAI, Cavalier Vidal Quirol.
First, in behalf of the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated, I would like to congratulate the fresh graduates and warmly receive them as cavaliers. Please raise your right hand and follow after me. I state your name. Having been accepted as a regular member of the Philippine Military Academy Alumni Association Incorporated, do hereby solemnly swear that I will faithfully perform my duties and responsibilities as member thereof, abide by its articles of incorporation and bylaws, obey the rules and regulations promulgated by its board of directors, uphold the PMAAI Code of Ethics, and guide my life with the PMA's motto of courage, integrity, and loyalty. And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily, without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations.
May we invite Secretary Delphine Lorenzana of the Department of National Defense to introduce our guest of honor and commencement speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the Republic of the Philippines, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte.
Thank you. Kindly sit down. Cadet Second Class John Ray Albano, can you give the tikas pahinga to the troops?
No! Matino, Tico. No.
Supreme Court Chief Justice Alexander Gizmondo, National Defense Secretary Delphine Lorenzana, Interior and Local Government Secretary Eduardo Anio, National Security Advisor Hermogenes Esperon Jr., Presidential Advisor on Military Affairs Arthur Tabaquero, Senator Bongo, Vice Chairperson of the Senate Committee on National Defense and Security, Peace, Unification, and Reconciliation, Office of the Vice President Under Secretary Philip Francisco D., AFP Chief of Staff General Andres Centino, Benguet Governor Melchor Diglas, Philippine Army Commander General Lieutenant General Romeo Browner, Philippine Air Force Commanding General Lieutenant General Conor Anthony Canla Sr., Philippine Navy Flag Officer in Command Vice Admiral Adilius Bordado, PNP OIC Chief Police Lieutenant General Vicente Danao Jr., PCG Commandant Admiral Artemio Abo, PMA Superintendent General Lieutenant General Fernando Cartijano, officials, faculties, members, and staff of the Philippine Military Academy, Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by the BAGSIK DIWA graduating class of 2022 under proud parents, Baguio City Mayor Benjamin Magalong, I'm sorry. It's maybe my eyes. I'm quite old, you know. I'm Foreign Service Attaches in attendance, distinguished guests, mga mahal kong Pilipino. Nothing can be more appropriate at this time than for me to extend my congratulations to the 214 strong male and female graduating cadets of the Philippine Military Academy BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. Yours is the honor today, as it is your parents' proudest moment. This day belongs to you, not only to each of you individually, but to your parents and loved ones as well. Permit me to especially congratulate the top graduating cadets of this class who have shown remarkable leadership qualities and academic excellence. Noontime of June 30, 2022, my public life as President of this Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, to which all of you belong, comes to an end. In contrast, your responsibility to uphold, protect, and secure people's rights, lives, and properties officially starts today. Although I am sure that responsibility was nascent when you enrolled in this academy years ago, 4 years to be exact. It is said that only the courageous, the fiercely competitive, and the disciplined, and the best, if you will, may pass through the storied halls and hallowed grounds of the Philippine Military Academy. In fact, that you march here today on historic and mystical ground is a testament to that truth. You are the best that the youth of the land can offer. My friends, and to you, the graduating class, the world is changing, and it is changing fast. And so do attitudes, mores, and values. The man in uniform has not been spared from this phenomenon, for he has to undergone and will continue to undergo some degree of change or transformation, although he remains rooted to the basic concept of soldiering, which is to defend, protect, and advance freedom and democratic institutions. Today, the man in uniform must be many things at the same time if he is to be relevant to the changing times. He must be both a warrior and a peacemaker, an arms bearer and a pencil pusher, skilled in the art of war and adept as a lifesaver, an offensive machine and a fierce defender, a tribune, and a diplomat, a soldier, and a civil servant. You can all be this if you want. The Philippine Military Academy has sufficiently prepared you for all possibilities and all eventualities. The eyes of the Filipino people are upon you. Always remain true to your oath. By your actuations in public, the Philippine Military Academy shall be judged. You are the face of your alma mater. My administration was constrained to adopt extreme legal measures to fight society's ills at the start of my term. Sad to admit, after 6 years, these ills haunt us still, though to lesser degree of intensity. Corruption, red tape, and illegal drugs, and crime and criminalities are the wrongs that we need to correct. I guess it is in the hands of the next generation of Filipino leaders and movers where our salvation rests. You, the BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022, belong to that generation. In every country's history, every generation of Filipino leaders and movers lies where our salvation and rests. You, the BAGSIK DIWA class 2022, belong to that generation. In every country's history, every generation has a role to play and a mission to fulfill. The challenge has been said. To the members of the BAGSIK DIWA class, we await your response. Maraming salamat at mabuhay kayong lahat. Pardon of punishment. Ano ba ginawa ninyo? I will just read it anyway. In observance to the time-honored tradition of the Philippine Military Academy on the occasion of the graduation of PMA BAGSIK DIWA Class 2022, I, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte of the Republic of the Philippines and Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Philippines, hereby, ayaw kong basahin eh. Bigyan mo akong listahan kung anong ginawa itong mga... Ulitin ko na lang. I, as Commander-in-Chief, Armed Forces of the Philippines, hereby pardon all outstanding punishments of the underclassmen, second class, third class, fourth class of the Cadet Corps, Armed Forces of the Philippines, as recommended by the Superintendent, PMA, effective today. Granted this next month pa ito? Granted this 15th day of May in the year of our Lord 2022, PMA 4th General Gregorio H. Del Pilar, Baguio City. And I sign. Pumapalakpak muna kayo bago ko pirmahan to. You clap your hands. This will include the past, the present, and maybe the future. Salamat po.
Thank you, Mr. President. At this point, the Superintendent, Philippine Military Academy, will present a memento to our guest of honor and commencement speaker.
Mga talupod! Do!
The General Gregorio Goyong H. Del Pilar statuette symbolizes valor and leadership, held in high regard by the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines. It is a representation of honor accorded to a distinguished recipient whose acts and contributions have made the armed forces of the Philippines and the Filipino nation proud.
Nakaputi. Hindi yan.
At this juncture, the graduating cadets will form the long gray line.
God!
The fights, the spirit that leads, the spirit that never gives up. This is who they are. They have trained, studied, and learned the boundless wisdom of their alma mater, building up to become the unwavering spirit that will soon lead the country. For the years to come, their class will be part of the heritage of this gallant institution that has made excellence as a way of life. The virtues of courage, integrity, and loyalty have strongly been formed to become an essential part of their kind. This is their contribution to our state and liberty of the Filipino people. They are the living legacy of what is known as the noble protectors of the land. Ladies and gentlemen, forming the long gray line are the proud members of the PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022.
tabay, bunot. Kalis! One. Bo! Bo!
May we request everyone to rise for the singing of the PMA Alma Mater song. Please be seated.
Mga pinuno, malikod ko. Ad!
The new regimental commander leads the corps in giving 3 cheers.
Let us give 3 cheers to those who will be leaving us behind. Hep hep! Hooray! Hep hep! Hooray! Hep hep!
Likewise, the outgoing regimental commander leads the graduating cadets in giving 3 cheers to the corps.
Let us give 3 cheers to those who will be left behind. Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray! Hip hip! Hooray!
Mga pinuno, palikod ko. God! Pasamasid.
The new regimental commander orders the corps to pass in review.
Oh. Mga pinuno, pasulong. Mga pinuno, pitalo.
May we request our reviewing officer, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, to proceed to the center.
Ladies and gentlemen, passing in review before you is the Cadet Corps Armed Forces of the Philippines, led by the new regimental commander, Cadet First Captain John Troy Albano from Davao del Norte with his staff, Dexter Ariola Tagi, Lanzadoral Mandaluyong, Edmundo Logroño Albay, Keith Vitor Cebu, Kim Agatep Cebu, Nicole Sarmiento Butuan, and Julian Lamparero Iloilo. The Philippine Military Academy Band, under the baton of musicians mate Benji O. Tolentino, Philippine Navy. Excellence Battalion Commander Arvin Soriano from Manila with his staff, Lance Batayan Kalinga, Uriel Cabasog Kalinga, Raven Rabanes Cebu, Rainzel Morales Cagayan, and Emilio Abella Cagayan. Alpha Company Commander Ral Romerosa from Iligan with his staff, John Sumano Iligan, Margo E. Chavez Marikina, Christian Abrina Camarines Sur. First Platoon Leader Keith Pedro Bulacan. Second Platoon Leader Jed Recinto Batangas. Third Platoon Leader Dwayne Sotelo Laguna with the Company First Sergeant Charence Palmares Bukidnon. Bravo Company Commander Francis Huwet from Las Piñas with his staff, Alvin Bares Cagayan, Jeshal Puliso Coagusan del Sur, and Tito Lesor Vinga Palawan. First Platoon Leader Robert Maghilom Zamboanga del Sur. John Odulio Makati. Third Platoon Leader James Pamplona Batangas with the Company First Sergeant Ace Rica Franca from Albay. Chivalry Battalion Commander Warren Leonor from Batangas with his staff, Kristen Landicho Nueva Ecija, Duke Gregas Davao del Norte, JL Escoriasa Pagadian, James Tuginay Ifugao, Hejan Marquez II Bulacan. Charlie Company Commander Martha de Ocampo from Mountain Province with his staff, Albert Calip Quirino, James Gonzaga Rizal, Miller Cajeles Cagayan de Oro. First Platoon Leader Apple Abin from Camarines Sur. 2nd Platoon Leader Kentel Mactod Cagayan de Oro. 3rd Platoon Leader Kino de la Cruz Benguet with the Company First Sergeant Steve Watin. Delta Company Commander Ferdinand Coloma from Batangas with his staff, Dean Oyando Kalinga, Charlemagne De Leon, Pangasinan, J.D. Bozon, North Cotabato. 1st Platoon Leader Froilan Baro Davao. 2nd Platoon Leader J. Calendacion Albay. 3rd Platoon Leader John Manalo Oriental Mindoro with the Company First Sergeant Christian Nolasco.
As the colors pass in front of you, we request everyone to rise and render the appropriate courtesy. You may sit down after the colors have passed. Ladies and gentlemen, the colors, led by its color officer, Cadet First Class, Rizal de Hermoso from Ifugao.
Humility Battalion Commander Thomas Auyang from Batangas with his staff, Franz Rosal Davao, Jasper Balonso Bicol, Charlene Duran Cebu, Jane Ilaga Nueva Ecija, Frank Bukida Zamboanga. Echo Company Commander Israel Misahon from Quezon City with his staff, Nino Flores Albay, Tre Policarpio Rizal, Ivan de la Cruz Baguio. 1st Platoon Leader Kirby Undang Cebu. 2nd Platoon Leader Miguel Rama Cebu. 3rd Platoon Leader Dan Ahmad Cebu with the Company First Sergeant Einstein Basungit. Foxtrot Company Commander Vince Icaro from Batangas with his staff, Angelo Celesta Quezon City, Janica Mancera Albay, Zet Agustin Cagayan. 1st Platoon Leader Caven Gonzalez Zamboanga. 2nd Platoon Leader Jose Agpuldo Apayao. 3rd Platoon Leader Hans Roldan Naga with the Company First Sergeant James Manuel. Dignity Battalion Commander Rav Brainer Lopez from Cavite with his staff, Christian Escaño Laguna, Matthew Santos Taguig, Nicolas Bustillo Baguio, Rocky Watangin Benguet, and Charlene Cueno Cavite. Gulf Company Commander Renan Putogo from Batangas with his staff, Caril Rico Pangasinan, Rixer Sapocado Davao Oriental, Christian Salim Batangas. 1st Platoon Leader Warren Lagangilang Baguio. 2nd Platoon Leader John Lagitao Tugigaraw. 3rd Platoon Leader Sangkad Batalo Ilocos Sur with the Company First Sergeant Rylan Valencia from Angeles. Hawk Company Commander Erickson Bendanillo from Iligan with his staff, Gabriel Salonga Quezon, Alanis Adasi Baguio, Henry Cordova North Cotabato. 1st Platoon Leader Prince Magdo from Pangasinan. 2nd Platoon Leader Jeka Indoy from Aklan. 3rd Platoon Leader Seth Mateo from Taguig with the Company First Sergeant Richter Escobia from Sultan Kudarat.
Pasulong! Cut! 6. Mga pinuno! To! Harap sa likod! Harap!
Mga pinuno, pit pa kaliwa. No. Mga pinuno. To. Mahal na Pangulo, tapos na po ang seremonya. Mga pinuno, antabay salong. Alis. Ibay. Toss. Sak. Ba. Sa kanan. Top. Salong. Pad.
Ako dito.
That concludes our commencement exercises for the PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. On behalf of the Superintendent, Lieutenant General Ferdinand M. Cartojano, Philippine Air Force, the Commandant of Cadets, Brigadier General Julius A. Tuminas, Philippine Army, and the Dean of Academics, Colonel Jose Demar A. Poli, Corps of Professors, we thank the President and all of our guests for being part of another milestone in the history of the Philippine Military Academy.
To our graduates, the members of PMA BAGSIK DIWA class of 2022. Congratulations and God bless. Maraming salamat po at mabuhay ang Republika ng Pilipinas. Attention in the area. May we request everyone to please settle down. Attention in the area, attention in the area. Please remain seated until the President has left the grandstand.